Let's get ready to rumble!
Invincible.
Welcome back to Player Circle Sports, where the players come to play. Ladies and gentlemen, the most exciting time of the year has arrived after a year of back and forth between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. August 26th, it's going down. It's finally here. Probably the biggest sporting event this year, after the NBA Finals, of course. I'm here with France, Mark, and one of Mark's friends, Jeremy. And we're going to talk about the fight. Guys, who wins? What happens?
Hold up. Biggest event of the year? What about Super Bowl?
No way, man. It's the biggest fighting sporting event right now of this summer.
Triple G and Canelo.
Oh, that's actually the Triple G Canelo. But everyone, this is the fight that everyone wants. So who do you guys think is going to win? It's a joke. Let's start with Jeremy. I think it's going to be Floyd.
I honestly think it's going to be Floyd. I don't see how McGregor has a shot at winning this. Even his coach, his boxing coach, he said he came back from vacation and he was landing everything on McGregor. He's not even at Floyd's level, he said. McGregor can't touch him if he doesn't want him to touch him. Wow. So it's going to be an uphill battle for McGregor.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What do you think, Mark?
First of all, I'm going to just throw this out here. Who the bleep are you? That's my McGregor thing, okay? Anyways, McGregor doesn't stand a chance. I don't know what I know what he's thinking. Obviously, he's there for the cheddar. He's there for the money.
To retire.
To retire. Yeah, he even said it. It's to like set up his family for like forever, for the
most
future.
money he's ever made. Is this
fight. And I mean, he'll never make this ever in the UFC. Ever. Not even combined, all his fights. But with that said, there's no way. There's no way.
So my opinion is obviously McGregor has no chance, and it's not even because it's Mayweather. Basically, when you're a boxer, you do that your whole life, right? So McGregor could have been facing the top 10, maybe the top 20 boxers, and he still would have lost, right? So, and on top of that, just to make sure, Mayweather stacked all the odds in his favor. Instead of the 8-ounce gloves, he gets the 10 ounce. So he gets maximum padding. It's gonna be a pillow fight, basically.
Yeah,
and keep in mind,
and then if Mayweather gets in any danger whatsoever, he's gonna do his pat and hug, you know?
Yeah.
So pillow fight and let's hug and let's have a slumber party, you know?
Yeah.
So
and it really screwed over McGregor, right? Because McGregor, the UFC guys, they fight with 6-ounce gloves. So now he's fighting with 10 ounce.
So everything considered, what Jeremy, France, what you guys said, I also say it's Floyd, easy, hands down. He's 49 wins, 26 of them were knockouts. McGregor has 24 wins, 21 of them were knockouts, one was submission, irrelevant to the sport of boxing. Like Jeremy said, like his coach had a hard time, he had a hard time against his boxing coach, he said, because boxing is a sport of precision, you know, it's measurements, timing, position, and also, considering that Floyd has 49 wins, why not end the career on a solid 50? You know what I mean?
I think that's what he's going for.
I think that's what he's going for too. There's that motivation to consider in Floyd's mind. But I think McGregor has a 1% chance. It was said in a different show that he has a puncher's chance. You know, catch Floyd off guard with one hit, you might have a chance to win. Unfortunately, he's the best defending. He's the best defensive boxer in that sport.
It was said on First Take, by the way.
Yeah. By Stephen A.
And I also want to throw out here, typical Money Mayweather fashion.
Yeah.
He actually is going to try to patent 50-0.
Yeah.
Literally, he's copyrighting 50-0.
Why not?
And
I think that's where the motivation is.
And the thing is, people are saying, McGregor can knock out people. He's done it in the UFC. But in my opinion, UFC knockouts do not translate to boxing, because in the UFC you have to protect against everything, right? So you leave yourself open to punches. Yeah. Whereas in boxing, you only have to protect yourself against punches, right? So it's harder to sneak that knockout punch in. But I have a better question, because that's who's gonna win, whatever. Yeah. Better question is, if Mayweather wins, does that change his legacy? Does that change McGregor's legacy?
Well, before we address that, let's say who's more under pressure in this fight, going into this fight.
Mayweather.
Clearly Mayweather. Clearly Mayweather.
Why not McGregor?
Because it's his fight to lose.
It's just like, but it's McGregor's. Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, but because like, think about it. If McGregor
has
loses,
nothing to lose,
no one's gonna say anything. They're just gonna be like, he was outclassed
now.
boxing. If this would have been a UFC fight, he would have destroyed him.
I will say straight up, if McGregor makes it the distance with him, that's a win for UFC.
12 rounds?
12 rounds.
Yeah.
If he goes 12 rounds,
To
with
prove
him,
that a UFC can put up with a
Can at
boxer,
least
that's a
hang
fair
in there.
argument. Yeah.
Unless it's a lot of clinching. If there's a lot of clinching by Mayweather, then really that's how he lasted the 12 rounds.
Well,
Against
I don't-
Pacquiao?
Yeah, but no.
I'm saying
against-
like against McGregor,
But
he does the whole
even if
clinching.
there's a lot of clinching, it's still a credit to McGregor because he caused Mayweather to have to. hug
True,
him
that's
the whole
fair,
time.
that's
So let's return to Francis' question that if Mayweather wins, what?
Yeah, so
He will,
If
but-
Mayweather wins, does that alter McGregor's legacy, or does that solidify Mayweather's legacy in any way? What do you think?
McGregor's legacy is kind of weird in the UFC. He's never actually defended a belt in the UFC. He's won them. He's never defended against anyone, which is kind of strange. I won't personally want to see him go back and fight. Mayweather, he'll be 50-0. He'll still be considered one of the greather fighters of all time.
He still is considered.
but
this doesn't affect Mayweather at all.
But basically, my question is, if Mayweather wins, would that like shut the naysayers, or like would that affect people's opinions at all?
I don't think it should.
Yeah.
Just because everyone's already expecting Conor to lose. I personally don't think he'll make it out of the 7th round. I think he'll be too tired to fight. I don't even think it will be Mayweather knocking him out. I think he won't have any stamina.
Boxing is pure endurance. It's the UFC. You're trying to get the guy out in 3 rounds.
I think,
on top
I
of
think
that,
you need
though-
more endurance in UFC though.
You do once you get to grappling and stuff like that, but to go up against 12 rounds with a boxing champ,
And you got to remember, there's like going to be probably in the UFC sometimes at least there's a little bit of lagging, right? Because there's a lot of position and stuff. Whereas McGregor in this fight, because he wants to prove that he can knock him out, all he's going to be doing is just going at him as hard as he can, and like you cannot sustain that for 12 rounds.
But I think McGregor in terms of endurance should have the advantage, because if you get into a fight, right? What is harder to do for a long period of time? Is it like a boxing fight or just a pure fight? In a pure fight, after like 2 minutes, you're exhausted.
You guys might think 10
They're
ounce.
highly trained athletes, though.
Yeah, exactly. You guys might think,
No, but I'm saying fighting takes more energy out of you than boxing.
But boxing, no, maybe I don't think so, because boxing, they're 10-ounce gloves. They're considered pillows, but after every round, those gloves start to get heavier and heavier. They start weighing you down.
So what do you think? Does boxing take more energy or fighting?
I think boxing does. It all depends on the fight. Also, there's been boxing fights where you see and they're not really doing anything, but you're always constantly moving for position in boxing. You're always jumping in and out. You're always throwing jabs there.
Exactly.
Where MMA, you have a chance. You put the guy against the fence. You hold on to him. You're just resting there.
Yeah.
You're catching your breath a little bit. Where it was with McGregor fighting him, it will be interesting because Floyd won't go after him. Floyd will sit back and wait for him to make a mistake.
Exactly, that's what Floyd does. He plays defense. He's very elusive. Coming back to Francis' point, I think the only way McGregor has the stamina is the age discrepancy of 12 years. He's 28, Floyd is 40, but Floyd is still a mastermind on defense. Like, look what he did to Pacquiao. Everyone thought, oh, he's just avoiding him.
And let's be honest here.
Hold up. Pacquiao was not into.
But that's how
his head wasn't in the game anymore.
They interviewed Andre Berto. You know that fighter, Berto? He was saying that that's what Floyd does. He plays defense. He's elusive. He's always looking at the clock. So in the last 20 seconds, he goes hard. He gets 3 solid points on you. He just cares about winning the round.
And not just that, but let's be honest. Floyd Mayweather is a very, very smart businessman, right?
Yeah.
He only takes fights he knows he's gonna win, right? And he's gonna win well.
And he's the
You
only
know
one
what
who
I mean?
toss
So,
around
like,
the 9-figure number.
Yeah,
You want to
he
fight
already
me?
said that. He said, "I will
9
not fight anymore unless it's a 9-figure start."
That's why a lot of people were calling him a coward, because he was dodging Pacquiao and waited until Pacquiao got into politics, didn't care about boxing as much, and then he's like, okay, now I'm ready to fight.
Yeah.
You know, I don't.
But that one was different, right? Because Pacquiao had a legitimate shot, right? Because it's a boxer versus a boxer. So I feel like that's why he was ducking.
Yeah, but in exactly, and that's why I'll never say Mayweather is the greatest boxer of all time, because in the old days, Tyson didn't wait for weakness. Holyfield didn't wait. Muhammad Ali didn't wait. They just fought whoever was there. You know.
And I'm gonna say, in my opinion, and I am gonna throw this out there. Sorry, money man Mayweather, but like to me, Tyson is still the creme de la creme. He is the
Him and Ali.
Yeah.
Well,
Ali,
So everyone agrees, unanimous decision, Floyd Mayweather?
I say yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It won't.
for
It won't.
sure.
It won't even be close.
It won't even
It
be
won't
close.
even be close at all.
So stay tuned for more topics we're going to discuss. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks again. And August 26th, it's going down, baby.
baby.
It's what the fans wanted. Between boxing and UFC, finally we have this, this hypothetical going forward. Stay
No
tuned.
kicks. No kicks, McGregor. No
All right,
kicks.
no kicks.
Here we go.